Let's give a huge round of applause for our next performer, Germaine Caprio.
I've been obsessed with noses since I was 5 years old. That's the day that Bobby Silver broke mine. He and my brother were playing touch football in the middle of the street, and I was playing with that footsie toy. You guys remember those? Like you put a little ring around your ankle and you jump over a string. Yeah. I was going for the footsie record, and I was right behind where my brother and Bobby Silver and a bunch of 13-year-olds were playing their touch football game. And my brother kept yelling at me, Germaine, get out of the street. And I was like, no, I'm almost going to hit that record. My brother was babysitting me, and I know he was way more worried about me getting hit by a car than by Bobby Silver. And suddenly I'm standing in the street, jumping on my little footsie, and I feel someone hit me from behind, and I go face down on the pavement. I think we slid across that entire street because by the time my brother came and peeled me off the curb, I had no skin on the left side of my face. It's okay. My brother carried me into the house, and he looked at me and he said, don't tell Mom. The next day, I go to the doctor with my mother, and as he's picking the pavement out of my cheek, he said to my mom, I'm really not worried about the skin on her cheek. That's going to heal. She's really young. It'll be fine. But her nose is really broken. And you better not fix it until she's 16. She's got to grow into her face a bit. I went home that day, and I started noticing everybody's nose. I mean, I used to watch reruns of The Bewitched show. Oh, my God. Did Elizabeth Montgomery not have the best nose? With her little twitching and turned up and, and I found myself really occupied with the little noses. Like, I guess today, in today's terms, celebrities' noses like Scarlett Johansson, little button noses, or Aubrey Plaza from Parks and Rec, her cute little turned-up nose. But then I kind of learned as I got older that small noses aren't really always... They don't have to be small noses. Some really beautiful celebrities have really prominent noses. Like, look at Giselle, the model married to Tom Brady. Bad taste of men, but, she's beautiful. And then there's Meryl Streep, and there's Viola Davis. I mean, these are women that have very prominent noses, and they're still beautiful. So I got through grade school and high school, and at the age of 16, my mom finally took me to a surgeon, and I walked in the door. And the first thing he did after he examined me is say, I have never seen a more messed up nose. And I have worked on all the Blackhawks noses. And I'm thinking, I've grown up thinking I look more like Barbra Streisand. And you're telling me I look like a hockey player. I get to college. He does manage to fix my nose. He makes it beautiful, straight, narrow, so great. I get to college the next year, and I will tell you, the first thing I noticed on the guys at college were their noses. I'm just saying size matters. And I, one night, was sitting in my dorm room when a couple of these guys with some pretty cute noses came to pull me out. And we were kind of messing around, and they're sort of dragging me, and all of a sudden they drag me through the door, and I turn my head, and bam. We all heard it. And I saw stars, and I immediately knew my beautiful nose was not beautiful anymore. I got it fixed that following Christmas by the same surgeon who fixed it the first time. And then I went back to college, and the following summer, I was sitting on a roof in a bikini, and I'm not even going to tell you the rest of it, but I caught a beer bottle with my nose. Went back to that surgeon again, and he looked at me and he said, Germaine, no, your nose is incredibly fragile. You got to protect it. And I'm thinking, this thing is in the middle of my face. What do you want me to do? Wear like a plastic metal protector? I mean, A few years after college, I did a triathlon. I jumped in the water, and I got kicked in the nose. But you know what? I finished that entire race, and I think I got second in my age group with a broken nose. And then I got it fixed. Not by the same surgeon. He wouldn't touch me. And then I went on to break my nose 4 more times. So I stand in front of you today looking more like Owen Wilson, I think, than any of the beautiful celebrities and their darling noses that I've admired. But I will tell you, you need to do a little homework, because I think you will be obsessed with noses as I am once you do this. Go and search online celebrity noses before and after. Oh my gosh. You are going to notice what a difference a nose makes. Thank you.
Wow. Give it up for Germaine Caprio.